3 weeks, we're going to be traveling by train through the entirety of Java, the most populated island on the planet. Java is home to over 150 million people, which is over half of Indonesia's entire population. We're going to be making our way across the entire island from Jakarta to Banyuwangi, stopping at all of the major cities on the way. So if you want to see what life is like here on Java, make sure you keep watching and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our stops. Okay, we are in Jakarta. We're at this restaurant. It's called Bakso Rusak. That's what it looks like. It's a little hole-in-the-wall place. We're here because our first stop was to get SIM cards. And then I asked the guy giving us our SIM cards what his favorite restaurant in Jakarta was and near the mall we're in was. And he said this restaurant. So now we're here. Carson ordered fully in Indonesian. He's really getting to use the year he's been practicing learning this language. And he was able to order for us. He got this. And then he just asked, do you want to say what you said in Indonesian? The noni.
In Indonesian?
Yeah.
Okay, I said, dan untuk dia, kamu punya makanan tidak daging? And I said, yes, me, which just means, I just said, and for her, do you have any food without meat? And he said, yep, noodles. And I said, okay.
But then he did follow it up with the classic chicken. And I said, no please. And then we got 2 drinks. I got this syrup bango. I have no idea what it was. I was gonna get the lemon, but I've already had the lemon tea. So I'm going with it. I have no idea what it is. It sounds like it's gonna be sweet. And then Carson, lo and behold, we found this little gem on the menu. Teh tarik, his favorite drink in the entire world. So Indonesia is shaping up nice. We had an insane morning. We caught our flight from Perth at 1:40 in the morning. We landed in Jakarta at 5 a.m. By the time we got out of the airport, it was like 6. We took a Grab to our hotel. We paid $8 to check in at around 7. We slept for 4 hours, and now it's around noon. We're getting lunch, and we got our SIM cards. So we're quite tired, but Jakarta so far is shaping up real nice. Okay, so my drink came. It looks so good. Let's give it a try.
Do it as Slurpee?
Oh yeah, it's really sweet. It's cotton candy and bubblegum. Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate cotton candy and bubblegum.
Oh, that's just delicious. Oh my lord. Oh my god, that's good. It's like drinking cotton candy, bubblegum candy. 2 drinks for me, let's go.
I hate bubblegum and cotton candy flavor. They're my 2 least favorite.
Oh,
oh no. Alright, and now we've got our soup. We've got classic noodles. And then I've got this broth with it. And they also gave me chicken, which I cannot eat. But that's okay. And then Vietnamese style, we've got a bunch of condiments behind us. So you can really season it up yourself. That's what we're gonna do.
They've like floured my meat here, you see that?
Oh yeah.
Indonesian meatball soup. Oh, it just means meatball.
This is really good. So Chris was just telling me the different types of sauces that they have here. Chris is a bit of an Indonesian scholar, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they have the 2 main sauces, which is sambal, which is like chili sauce, and then kecap manis. Kecap's just soy sauce, and manis is sweet, so sweet soy sauce is super popular here. And online it says that that's what you put in here, because I think that's kind of what you put in everything around here. To your taste, as per usual in Asia. It seems here in Jakarta, if you need anything at all you have to do is get out and walk down the street. Like, there's a watch battery changer, key seller. They sell everything you want, but basically mini marts on the street, or they'll do any service for you, like phones or anything. Just walking down the street, it's like you're anything you could ever want. Easy peasy. It's probably super cheap too, so. The world's your oyster here in Jakarta, and the streets are so crazy. I love them. There's like the little tight alley walking there with all the food and stuff and services. Then the giant street, which you can also walk on with tons of cars going down it. This place is crazy.
We're back in the thick of it now.
we got soto ayam, which is just a special type of soup in Indonesia. Very famous.
It's our second meal in Jakarta, and my cousins who are Indonesian, they recommended we get the soto ayam, which is like chicken soup. I'm vegetarian, so I'm not getting any. Carson's getting it, and it looks really, really good. It's this cute little teacup bowl, and then they also just bring you a plate of meat and various like eggs and whatnot. Carson said he read online, if you just don't eat it, then you don't get charged for it, sort of thing. So I'm not gonna have any of that either. I'll have something else later.
This is really, really good. It tastes like, I mean, it tastes like Indonesian chicken soup, but it's really nice. Like, it's got a lot of different spices in it, and it smells delicious and tastes delicious, but it's really complex. Like, there's a ton going on. The vegetables mix really nice with the chicken, and there's rice at the bottom too. We added a little bit of sambal and kecap manis, which is soy sauce and chili sauce, and honestly, I really like it. It might be the best soup broth I've had on the whole trip. I'm not just putting it out there, but soto, I love this. It's seriously good.
So now that we're finished breakfast, we're slowly making our way to the tourist attractions that we wanted to see. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm looking for food still. And we're walking down this little alley. To the left, there's food. To the right, there's like clothing. Thank you. And so many stalls. Everyone's saying hello to us. It's very, very nice. But it's crazy. It's crazy. If we hadn't just spent 6 months in Asia, I would be very overwhelmed right now. Asia also has such a distinct smell, and I think it's just genuinely the smell of everything. Food being cooked, people walking, people studying, vendors selling things, gas for motorbikes. Like, it's just the smell. It's like if you mixed all paint together to make brown. Like, it just smells like brown, actually, is a good description. We stopped and got my food. I eat a lot of fried food. It's probably why I'm not losing as much weight as Carson is. We got tempeh though. Tempeh, Carson was saying, is like the primary protein substitute in Indonesia. It's not tofu. It looks like those fancy crackers you get that are white with nuts in it. You know what I'm talking about?
It looks like it's the stuff we got in France.
Yeah. Oh, nougat. It also kind of looks like nougat.
It was invented, like made in Java.
Yeah.
And it's made with soybeans, fermented soybeans, and kind of crush them up and make them into this nougat-like texture thing. It looks like a bar with a bunch of nuts in it, and then they fry it.
I think they just deep fry it. So we ended up, the people like you saw at the stand, super nice. We ended up getting talked into tempeh, tofu, sweet potato, and banana. All fried, obviously. That's gonna be my breakfast.
Yum, it's gonna be good. And this is an awesome place. This is like peak Asia, because we're there, we're just throwing stuff in. Yeah, get that. Oh, banana, get that. And she's smiling like, oh, more of this. And like, how much is it? 7,000, which is not even $1, like 60 cents, 70 cents.
But she did pull the number out of nowhere. It was a reasonable price, but she does hit
yeah,
the,
like she overcharged us, then yeah. But I don't think so. Here they also seem very genuine and kind.
Yeah.
Not worried about it.
Well, you saw us walking down that street. Everyone's smiling and waving at us.
Everyone here is very nice. I've heard people say Indonesian people are like the nicest in Southeast Asia, and it's starting to live up. They're super fun and nice, and everyone's smiley and kind and doesn't seem to want to do anything.
Yeah.
So, well, anything mean. Like in Thailand, they kind of frown at you, but here everyone is curious about us.
Malaysia, Cambodia, and Indonesia will probably be the friendliest.
Yep.
That's our review.
We're gonna have some breakfast with Hannah. Here, take a look.
Here we go. Yum! Okay, we're in Merdeka Square now, which houses the Monas Monument, which is the Indonesian Independence Monument. It also has the National Palace, which is the current residence of the president. We're here in the beautiful park, and I'm going to try my tempeh for the first time. This is it. Super flat. Let's see. No, it's actually quite good. It tastes like chicken.
Really?
The white stuff, Carson, is not hard.
Excuse me.
Hello. It's it looks like chicken. Do you see?
Wow, impressive. So good meat replacement for you this trip?
Mm-hmm. I mean, anything fried is quite good, so.
Doesn't hurt. Okay, I'm gonna test the tempeh. It does taste like chicken. That's weird. It tastes like the chicken in, like chicken nuggets. That kind of fried chicken flavor. Okay, sir. We're being assaulted by stray cats. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes like the fake tasting chicken you have in chicken nuggets and stuff.
Yeah.
So for a fried dish, it's great. And I'll probably have lots more.
The lady also, she asked us if we wanted chili. And I thought it was gonna be like a chili powder or, you know, a sauce. And then she just puts like a giant handful of actual green chilies in there.
Take a bite. Take a bite of the chili.
We don't have any water.
It's not that hot. Good?
Quite hot though. Oh, pretty good.
Okay, we also got sweet potato. Hannah's gonna try that. Or maybe just potato that is sweet. I don't know if it's actually like a yam.
The lady spoke very good English. Carson tried to speak in Indonesian. He goes, apa ini? What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Apa ini, which means what is this? And she just goes, it's tofu. So.
See, but it's not potato. I mean, it's not a sweet potato.
No, it tastes like sweet potato.
It's the weird potato, like it's not sweet potato and it's not potato. It's something else that they have here. It's like halfway between potato and sweet potato. I actually like it a lot.
I don't. I'm gonna try a piece of tofu.
It's tofu, just regular tofu.
Ah, way too much pepper.
Which is quite popular here in Indonesia.
Yeah, that's nice.
So look,
I like tofu.
Hannah's living large here. Tofu, tempeh, sweet potatoes. Not so bad.
If only it wasn't fried. Everything is fried.
I'm sure we'll find some regular ones though. You want to try the banana? Finish it off?
Okay, the dessert, fried banana. We've had this before.
It's a classic,
Yeah.
Asian classic.
These small bananas too are so sweet. They're like our favorite thing in Asia.
You don't look too impressed.
It's not very sweet. Not after I immediately said that. It tastes more starchy.
Oh yeah. Barely even tastes like a banana. It almost tastes like a potato.
Maybe it's a plantain.
Yeah, it might be. It tastes like if a banana and a potato mixed. It's got that sweetness, but it's like a starchy potato. Disappointing.
Yeah. This is the Monas Tower. It is also called the Independence Tower in the middle of Merdeka Square. Merdeka means freedom in Indonesian, and Merdeka also means freedom in Malaysia. So if you saw us in Kuala Lumpur, you know there's the Merdeka Tower and a lot of different Merdeka themed monuments. This tower was constructed following the 1945 independence of Indonesia from Dutch colonial rule, and it is to signify Indonesia's independence, obviously. There's a flame at the top, which is really cool, and you can also go 100 meters up to the observation platform at the top. There right now is some sort of event going on. There's a ton of security people pointing at me right now, or in our direction. There's a ton of security here, and I don't know if it's like this usually, but there's 100 probably groups of like 5 to 10 security people all over, and there's clearly some speaker situation happening behind us. So I have no idea what's going on, but we're gonna go get a closer look, and then you can get an insane view from the library, which is right across the street, right there. So that's what we're gonna do.
It's like a reenactment of a protest or something going on here. Or maybe a real protest, but it really doesn't seem like it. It seems like an act. like a demonstration of independence protests, I think. Very cool.
Okay, the demonstration is quite realistic. They've got the full protest gear on, the military does, with the shields, with the batons, and they're walking up there kicking the shields. Someone came and asked for a picture with us, so I had to stop recording. I have no idea what's going on here at all. There's drones, and they're putting the footage on the screen, see? Yeah. Carson's going to ask the man behind me who asked for the picture with us what it is, probably in Indonesia. I have no idea what's going on, but I do not want to get caught in the middle of a protest.
This is the most bizarre thing.
I have no idea still what's happening. We're gonna
clearly doing a demonstration of a riot.
But I was saying, like every year or so they make the real military come in and role play as the oppressors of colonization?
I guess so.
And let the citizens come without consequence ram up against their shields, which would actually be quite fun.
Oh my god, there's a smoke bomb. This is intense.
So now that we've seen the tower and also witnessed like a protest practice role play, we're walking towards Istana Merdeka, which is the presidential palace. It's the current residence of the president of Indonesia. It's the most politically significant building in the entire country, and because it's the current residence, you're not allowed to go inside, but you are allowed to look at it from the outside. Apparently it's very beautiful. It's got that same Dutch colonial architecture that you can see elsewhere in Jakarta. So we're on our way now, and then we're gonna head over to the mosque. So you see that blue car there? Let me see if I can get it better. That blue bus right there, the van, it's got its door open permanently, and it's got bench seating on the inside, and it's public transport. So you just hop in and it takes you places. Super cool. She's waving at us. Everyone's waving at us. I think it's because we're parking. Everyone waves at us all the time.
This is a friendly place.
I think it's a combo. It's a 3 trifecta combo of super friendly Indonesian people, where very much so anomalies based off of our skin color, and we're vlogging. So
people are so funny though. Like, you guys are very fun. Welcome to Indonesia. Thank you. It's so fun.
So what I wanted to say is we're here at the palace, and remember I said the palace is the current residence of the president, so you can't get close to it at all. It's basically completely blocked off. You can see from a distance here, but you can't get anywhere close to this place because the president is currently in there. Like I said, the most important building in the country, basically. So yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are.
And across the street from it, as you can see behind this gate in a second, is a bunch of armored vehicles.
I know, but I don't want to turn the camera around because what if I get yelled at?
Turn the camera.
Tanks.
Gotta have those. And up here we have someone doing the Lord's work. These people are the backbone of society. The street sweepers. Gotta respect them. Ta-da! Just like gardeners. I love gardeners. Love the street sweepers. Asian streets are honestly cleaner than a lot of North American streets because they have people like that.
This is Carson vlogging. Anyways. Right, now we are at the Cathedral, the Jakarta Cathedral, on our way to the mosque. Now it's really interesting, in Indonesia around 87% of the population are practicing Islam, and then around 10% identify as Christian. So there are some of these really beautiful like European style cathedrals because those are the 2 most dominant religions in the country. So we're gonna go explore this. It's beautiful. So right across the street from the cathedral is the mosque. This mosque is the biggest mosque in Southeast Asia in terms of worship capacity, and it is the 9th biggest mosque in the entire world. So that is why we both have our mosque touring outfits on today, and we're going to go head in and explore. I don't know if we're allowed to go inside, but we're allowed to see the outside. It's quite beautiful, but I don't know if it's as beautiful as some of the ones we saw in Kuala Lumpur. So when you get here, you can do a tour of the mosque at the times when the prayer is not happening. So we had to wait a little bit, and now we're suited up. I have the cloak as usual, and we're gonna go explore the mosque with our tour guide who's super friendly. I'm super excited. You have to take your shoes off as usual. They gave us the bag though. Outside now, but you see these lines on the ground right here. These lines of the lighter brick match up with the lines on the carpet inside that you saw, so that everyone is facing the same direction towards Mecca and are spaced out the same distance, so you can pray outside when the inside gets full.
Back here, you can see that big tower, and all mosques have a giant tower, and we said to call the Muslims to pray 5 times a day. That tower is 666,666 centimeters tall, because the book of Quran has 666,666 verses. So, very cool.
Our guide has also said that this specific mosque was designed by a Christian architect, not by a Muslim architect. And that really signifies the unity between the two main religions, like I said, at the cathedral in Indonesia. And it's impressive that he was able to put all of these very specific aspects of the Muslim faith in his architectural design of the building. That mosque tour was so fun. We're headed back to the hotel now. We're debating whether we go grab food or if we get food delivered. We're fresh from Australia after being in a house for like almost 2 months. So we are easing ourselves back into traveling and also being in Asia. So we're giving ourselves some grace. We don't know. We're gonna figure out what we want to get for dinner. We've had a big day so far, even though we had a lazy morning. I woke up and I talked to my friend from home for a long time this morning. And then we got out, we did a lot of touristing, and now it's about 6 o'clock. We're headed back to the hotel and getting some food, and we're just gonna hang out for the rest of the night. But we gotta make sure we're drinking a lot. We definitely did not drink enough today. And with the humidity and all the sweating, I can tell I need to be drinking more water.
Yeah. Diving back into it, Jakarta is like the most wild Asian city we've been to. It's still very manageable and awesome and fun, but yeah, it is a lot. So I'm tired. We did a lot of walking. I love it here though. It's really cool. I'm so happy to be back. It really is like Asia on steroids. Everything's so cheap. There's so many people. There's so many stalls for street food.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. Tired out. Ready for a chill night.
Quick sneaky last stop on our way back. We went up to the 24th floor of the library, and it is right in front of the National Monument, so you get a great aerial view, and it's completely free, and you get this insane view of the entire skyline of Jakarta as the sun is setting. Now we are officially on our way back. My back hurts so bad, and we're ready to call it a night. This is the other side of the observation deck, so you can see from both sides. What a cool life hack. Entirely free. I thought I was locked out, but I'm not.
So we're just walking home, and we are on Jalan Sabang, which we were on this morning. It's like a famous Actually, here's the soto we got earlier, the soup. It's a famous food street, and you can see it's crazy. There's restaurants on each side with stalls out in front of them and stalls in between that, and cars coming down the middle and tons of people walking. It's awesome. It's like the epitome of an Asian street, and I just love it. So I'll get some videos of just how cool it is to walk down here for you. Jakarta has crazy hotels too, a bit above our tax bracket. Like, look at this.
There's a lady that just walked in there, and there's a man that opens the door, and she didn't thank him. She doesn't deserve to stay in places like that. We do. I have manners.
Non-Canadians out here. There's always these young guys out here organizing all the traffic and telling people to pull out. It's awesome.
Good morning, everyone. Hi.
Hello.
It is it's our second day in Jakarta. We are heading out to the port area. We're gonna do Chinatown, we're gonna do the old city, we're gonna see the port, and there's a beach over here. Yesterday we just devoured some Subway for dinner at like 10 p.m, which was so nice. Now we're walking through the alley where our hotel is on our way to catch the bus, which will take us to Chinatown. So that's the plan for today. It's hot again and it was raining all morning. We had a really nice long conversation with Taylor on the phone today, which was really nice. And now we're headed out. We have a bunch of coins. There's these people that dress up in these costumes. Oh yeah, on the street. There's these people that dress up in costumes, and they're absolutely terrifying. They're like the type of costumes you see at amusement parks. And they're like various characters, but some of them are clowns and they literally look like purge outfits. So since we have some extra coins, we're gonna try to get video for Tanya because she hates people that dress up in those costumes, like at amusement parks.
People.
No, she hates the costumes, sorry. So we're gonna try to get a video for Tanya with our extra coins because they're asking for money, obviously.
Yeah, Mom, you would die if you were here. It's so terrifying. It's honestly Mom's worst nightmare.
No, they're genuine like purge style clown costumes, some of them. Like it's really creepy.
Or like the creepy mascot chipmunk thing. Like we'll get some. They're horrifying.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a bit of a gap in the vlogs, and that's because Carson and I each took a Gojek, which is kind of like a Grab. No, Carson, because I was nervous.
To me and all video.
Okay, well, on the way home, Carson will video. We took a Gojek, which is the same as a Grab, which is the same as an Uber. But we took the bikes because they're so much cheaper, and now that I have a SIM card, I have the data to be able to order and pay for it. So we both took one of those bikes. It's a little scary, that's why I didn't vlog, but the Gojeks give you helmets, which is an upgrade from the Grabs in Thailand, which do not give you helmets.
It was very fun, very efficient. That's the way to get around here, and I love it. And you just pay cash, which is easy.
So now he took us to Gorak though, which is Chinatown, and now we're in the big Chinatown market. So we're gonna go do some exploring. Kristen says apparently it's easy to get electronics here. We don't really have a need for electronics, but we'll do a little look-see. When they say that Jakarta doesn't get much tourism, this is what they mean. Usually in the big cities that we go to, especially the capital cities, the Chinatowns are quite the hub of tourism, and you know, this is very much livable. It's basically shops people go to every day. There's no flash, there's nothing put on or extravagant about it. It smells old and like cigarettes, which honestly is what Jakarta smells like, cigarettes. And
just here.
Yeah, we're just here. This is just the mall that people go to.
playing my favorite song on the radio. Actually, this is my second favorite song.
We're hungry. We haven't eaten anything yesterday, and the food court is closed. And we haven't eaten today, and it's, you know what? It's Taylor's fault because we were talking to her on the phone for too long. Yeah.
I mean, there is some store. This is not a nice outfit.
Found a little bit of food. Some more food over here.
Not bad. Look at them all. PS2 to HDMI converter. This is awesome. None of these are real.
It kind of feels like we're in the mall that's on the brink, like the day before the zombie apocalypse, you know? Like everything's kind of shut down, and soon it's just gonna be like a scene from The Last of Us. Like it's gonna be completely overrun by zombies.
What do you even do with it? I love that place. They had so many PS3s and PS4s and PS2s and controllers and like random game consoles that weren't real game consoles and like little portables. But I just want to know what they are. Like, are they real? Like bought from like returns or something? Are they just fake knockoffs? But how do they even make them? Because they were running games. And I really want to buy one and play them just to see. They had like Super Mario Edition of PlayStation, which is obviously not real at all. That makes no sense. But it was so funny and entertaining. And what I would give to just buy one of those and test them out and see what's going on. But we're only here for a day, so I'm not going to. But very interesting.
So this is kind of more what I was expecting with Chinatown. These, oh, that sounds good. This sounds, it's a lot of little shops on these tight little streets, the decorations. So I think the mall we went into, the market was a little misleading. This is crazy though. You see the motorcycles everywhere. You have to coexist with everyone. It's tight streets. There's just people everywhere, but it's so pretty. I'll flip the camera around and show you. So at the vegetable section now, I'm really worried now that it's faded into food. I'm gonna see something I can never unsee. But the food looks really yummy. Very fresh vegetables and mangosteens. I love mangosteens. But there's just so much going on. And bikes and vegetables. A lot going on. To be honest, for a food market, especially because I'm pretty sure it's only vegetables and something that we have no idea what it is. I think it's some sort of seafood. Yes. No idea what that is at all. But it smells really good for being a food market. Look at all the vegetables. Look at the pomegranates. Look at the size of the pomegranates. So we are getting something called gulung. I'm pretty sure it's egg that they scoop up and deep fry. And we're in the market now, and we're gonna get a bunch of different types of food and test it out. See, it's just scooping.
That's great. It's like cotton candy but egg.
Yeah, Kristen said it's like cotton candy but egg.
Sure.
They have this telur gulung stuff everywhere. Telur means egg. We learned that in Malaysia. I'm gonna try one. Like you saw in the video, he literally just dumps egg batter into hot oil and scoops it like cotton candy. Here, you have one too. And then this is hot sauce and mayonnaise that we're dipping in it.
Oh, that's weird. That is weird. It's soft.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard. Like, you'd expect it to be fried. Like,
it tastes good. It tastes like an egg, but like, it's a little weird.
Well, it makes sense what it is now. Like, imagine a scrambled egg.
Yeah.
But it's balled up on a string. Like, it's like a scrambled egg. If you're one of those people who doesn't like the texture of things, you would throw up eating this.
It's not for you. It's stringy and eggy.
It's good though. It's like good eggs.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know if I'd get it again.
I don't know if I'd get it again. I was kind of hoping it was cheese. I forgot about the whole telur meaning egg.
This is our breakfast. It's our breakfast at 3:45 p.m. though, so it's fitting we have an egg.
And we've kind of done nothing today except for talk to Taylor on the phone and take a motorbike to Chinatown, which is where we are now. So
it's good. We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're having a relaxed day. Taylor said that you should take things slow. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that. I got pastel. I got a pastel. I think it's Greek food. I don't know. The lady was not Greek. Anyways, it's like chicken, egg, and what else was it?
Chicken, egg, and vegetables.
Yeah. So, I think this looks delicious.
You know what? I actually do like the galong. I'm taking back my first statement, and I like the texture.
Just a little surprising, the first bite. This is very good. It's like a samosa, but if it was filled with Asian food instead of Indian food. Like noodles, egg, vegetables, onions, stuff. Oh wow, that's chocolatey.
Let me try. See? Oh yeah, that's yummy. Yum. What is it?
Tea with a bunch of chocolate and sugar. And milk. Recipe for success.
And finally we got our dessert. We got the Taiwanese burning cup, and then I wanted not vanilla, I wanted strawberry, but turns out the strawberry doesn't get burned.
Which I knew!
I didn't know, I didn't realize. So we're gonna sit down, we're gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go and we're going to explore the old town. Okay, here she is. The other one looks so cool, you saw him burning it, I wish we got that one. I'm just so silly.
I'm just so often right about these things and Hannah never believes me.
You're often wrong. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite. Oh, I didn't get any of the strawberry yet. It's good though. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
so good. Okay, we're gonna enjoy this. So we're making our way towards the old town from Chinatown, and this street with all these shops on is crazy. Look at this. I'm trying to get better at explaining what's going on and showing what's going on and what it feels like. And it feels like if we hadn't spent 6 months in Asia, we would be very overwhelmed right now. It's a lot of motorcycles, a lot of people. But the people in Indonesia are so nice. I can't say this enough. They're so nice. Everyone's just smiling at us and waving at us. It's because like what everyone else has been saying checks out. Like, we are very much no anomalies here. Very, very much so.
It just feels like here, everyone's just totally okay with us just walking around like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like, we're just, they know that we're not part of this. Like, we're not really here. Like, I would buy stuff if I found something. But like, they're selling to locals, right? They're selling to Indonesian people. So they're just like, look at these people. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Where it's much less like, this is a tourist market, they're selling stuff for us. It's Roman. Gotta turn around now. Go back. We're trying to get Hannah a cute yellow animal iPhone case, but haven't had much luck. This is another case of, and it's like this a lot in Asia.
Yo, look good.
Terima kasih. Anyways, more friendly locals. This is another case. This always happens in Asia in places like this where you're in this crazy busy place and you know there's a lot going on, and I bet on camera and like you always think, oh, that might be a little scarier. You might be a little creeped out or feel uncomfortable or like it's dangerous, but I just don't really get that feeling at all. Like no one seems like they want to, they don't mean you any harm. Not nervous at all. It's a bit chaotic. All you ever feel though is like, and I don't right now.
Everyone is looking at us, but it's because we're white. Like we're just such an anomaly. And people are waving at us and they're staring at us, and then when you look at them, they smile. And a guy blew me a kiss on the street.
So everyone's just very nice. Like, I never feel like I'm at risk or at danger. The max worst you can get is you feel like overwhelmed because there's just so much going on, but that I never feel like that really. The
key with traveling in Asia is that you need to get over the sense that when people are looking at you, it means there's something wrong, because people are looking at you just because they're looking at you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just a little insane. But yeah, it's just interesting. Like, you just never feel scared or anything. Maybe it was dark out, but even then, I mean, it's just worth noting because it seems like a lot, but not scary at all.
Okay, now that we're out of the Chinatown area, out of Lodha, we are in Kota Tua, which is the old town. You can see behind me it looks a little different, right? It looks like colonial architecture. It's very, very pretty, way, way less hectic. So we're going to continue to make our way that way towards the port area. That way is the ocean. And explore this area, but it's quite beautiful. So these buildings, like I briefly mentioned yesterday morning, Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch up until the end of the Second World War, and then they were occupied by Japan, and then following Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan retreated and Indonesia gained its independence. But that is why all of these colonial buildings are here, as is the case with much of Asia. Oh, kitty cat, look at this kitty. Hello.
Don't get bit. Up here we have like the weirdest, surprising fast food chain in Indonesia, and they're everywhere. A&W. There's tons of A&Ws, and that's a Canadian food chain, by the way. So
the last time I had A&W was in the airport before we flew to Tokyo.
So big Canadian influence here. It's super weird. We might have to go just because it's Canadian, and I do love their root beer. So
classic A&W food. Chicken waffles and rice, chicken egg and rice.
They also have fried chicken with cheese sauce on top of it.
Which, to be fair, sounds quite good.
And a root beer. I think one day I'm going in and getting fried chicken with cheese sauce and a root beer.
I wonder if they have the Beyond Meat, because A&W in Canada pioneered the Beyond Meat burgers. But look, they do have the A&W bear, which I haven't seen in ages. Who would have thought? Canada-Indonesia friendship.
Should get better visas after that.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm a tourist attraction. I think you were like me.
Yeah. So, this setting. Hey! Everyone kids here. It's so funny. There's so many kids here. And they all are asking, they're riding around on these bikes and they're asking for pictures with us. And some girls just came up. They're nervous to ask us. We stopped. We were like, do you want a picture? And they said yes. And then we took a picture with them and then they ran away screaming.
So cute. And the kids are just whipping around on these like Dutch bikes, right?
Yeah.
Which are such like a tourist hit here because they're Dutch bikes, but like we see them all the time at home and all that.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. Like there's just hundreds of kids flying around here, and we're a tourist attraction.
I know. So we're here in the this is like the main old square. We got a bit of the spiel from the guy at the Tourist Information Center. He said the building behind me is the old city hall during the times of the Dutch colonization. They said that this is where they executed a lot of the Indonesian heroes of the state and also criminals. It's quite sad. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted for a picture again. It was so funny. Anyway, so this is the old square, and then there's the Dutch canal over that way, and then the old port, which is where we're heading next. This is so beautiful.
Under the city hall, they have dungeons and torture chambers for the heroes, and they used to execute people right in front of this building.
Yeah.
Very sad. But now it's a fun little square to ride your bikes around.
It's very beautiful. And this old town area is also called Batavia. Not sure why. Either way, it's very beautiful, super touristy. I think it's mostly local tourists. Once again, we're a bit of an anomaly.
I think it's local tourists. It's local tourists.
We're a bit of an anomaly, as you can tell from everyone asking for pictures with us. I would vlog people getting pictures with us, but I don't feel comfortable vlogging children and putting their faces on the internet. So I'm not going to do that. But it's so cute. So we probably should have taken a grab from the old town to the old port. We've been walking for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, and it's just an industrial area that's super, super busy. But we're almost at the old port now. We got everything.
Hannah led us into a questionable area, everyone, and it's getting a little wild. It's a flooded. Where are we? Like, Hannah's just...
It's being handled. It's being handled.
Yeah, we're just pulling up to our shift to work at the docks here in Jakarta. So, I have to put in. It's actually the end of the day, so we're just leaving our shift. Our truck unfortunately got flooded, so we're probably gonna have to walk home after we just walked all the way here. But
Carson's being a negative Nelly. He's already saying it's not worth it, and all we've done is walk up the driveway.
There's nothing here.
What do you mean there's nothing here? We haven't seen the water yet.
It's a restaurant.
It's not a restaurant. Let's go around. Kristen's being stupid.
We walked like...
Kristen's being stupid, and it's my vlog, and that's the narrative that I am pushing.
It's just a restaurant. Okay, update everyone. Come in here, Hannah. There's nothing here except the restaurant. So, Hannah kind of saying sorry in Indonesian. Very embarrassing. I told her the whole time there'd be nothing here. There was nothing here, and we walked so long, and now the grab's gonna be more expensive. And just a waste of time. Thanks, Hannah. But it's okay. Life goes on. There was very fancy bathrooms with like showers and stuff. So it was worth it for me.
So it's getting closer to nighttime. We're outside Indomart now. You weren't allowed to film in the store, so I wasn't able to record what we were doing. But we are picking up our train tickets for tomorrow. We're going to Bandung, and you can go order them in any of these Indomarts. They're like the local 7-Elevens, and you order them on the screens that they have at some of the locations, and then you pay at the Indomart, and then they give you this receipt with this little QR code, and then you use a QR code to go pick up your tickets at the station tomorrow. So super convenient. Now we're gonna try to get a grab car home, or we're probably gonna end up doing grab bikes again. So,
because the cars are never available, because there's way more bikes.
We have ordered our grabs. We're taking the bike, you can see on the map there. Little bike coming to pick me up. I get nervous on the bike, so Carson's gonna record a little bit of us getting home. And we have to go separately because we ordered them separately, and my guy's gonna be a little bit earlier than Carson's guy is going to be. So I'm nervous, as you can tell, about the motorcycles, especially on the highway.
back home. A busy street. Hannah left me behind because I couldn't find any Grab drivers. So I'm about 15 minutes behind her. And that guy is ripping. And motorcycles here are crazy, but I'll give you a little tour on the way home. These giant highways are crazy. There's like no lines. People park on the street. There's trucks, buses, motorcycles, tuk-tuks, cars, everything in between. And just everyone's job is just figure it out for themselves. So okay, I got my trusty guy here. He's great. And we're getting there. So this motorcycle ride I'm on is 30 minutes long. Basically from the top furthest edge of the city to deep in the city center. But man, it's just wild on these streets. It's really a free-for-all, not much organization. But like, this is authentic experience, right? It's how people live. And it's so fun. The motorcycles are actually super fun. Especially when you're not driving. I'm just sitting here enjoying myself, looking at all the sights. And Jakarta's a super beautiful city, I think. There's so much to see and so many plants and big buildings and cool stuff. And just people doing cool things with their little carts and laughing and smiling. Incredible maneuver there from my driver. Pulled a left turn to then pull a U-turn immediately, then drive straight through the intersection because we couldn't turn right. Then squeeze through that immense traffic through the side of it to get us onto this open road right near my hotel. Like, now that's just incredible. Talk about 5-star service. Okay, I made it home. I'm back to Hannah. She had to come let me in. She was here like 15 minutes before me. That was a hell of a journey. It was quite fun though, and we were just saying. So that guy drove me 11 kilometers for over 30 minutes. It was probably 35 minutes total, and he had to stop for gas. It was so long. And it was $3. That cost me $3. A bit less than $3 Canadian actually. So talk about value. That's just insane. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it, like you saw. Hannah, what'd you think?
I thought it was super fun. I really like being on the bikes, and because I wasn't stressed at all because I got to leave first. I was a little worried about Carson. I was just picturing him like panicking on the street corner, not being able to be picked up. And yeah, no, I thought it was super fun. And also because there was so much traffic, we weren't going as fast, and so I felt a little bit safer. And my helmet fit me this time. But yeah, I really love the bikes. And I love Jakarta. Now we're just gonna order in our dinner on Gojek. We're really making use of the Gojek app. I'm probably gonna get nasi goreng, as usual.